Hello friends, fellow beer geeks. I'm Wes, the Craft Beer Geek, and welcome to another Craft Beer Geek beer review. Today we're looking at a beer from Ballast Brewing out of San Diego, California. This is their well-known Sculpin IPA. Comes in a 12-ounce can here, 7% alcohol by volume. Don't have any IBUs listed on the can itself. I'll have to look that up later. But you know, just a well-known beer. They have a grapefruit Sculpin IPA, as well as a is it a habanero Sculpin IPA, which is very rare to find. I still haven't yet to find that one. But I actually have not had this beer before that I remember anyway. So wanted to go ahead and pick one of these up, give it a try, give it a review, let you know what I think of it. Let's see what it's got. So let's go ahead and get this cracked open into a glass. I know this is a little bit pricey, runs around $12 or $13 for a 6-pack. So not the cheapest IPA, but not super expensive either. Okay, so the Sculpin IPA poured out a very nice, pretty golden color. Very clear, definitely a filtered beer. Had about a 1.5 finger head on it when it poured out. Let's see what the aroma is like. Definitely getting a very sweet, sugary, tropical note on here, like a freeze-dried pineapple kind of note. You know, just had that pineapple aroma with a very sugary, sweet, condensed kind of fruity scent to it. Maybe a little bit of a malty note to it as well. Just a very light sort of white bread kind of note to it. So I'm ready to go ahead and give this one a taste, let you know what I think. If you're drinking along, cheers, and let's see what the Sculpin IPA is. Yeah, right up front, you definitely have a medium body on this beer. It's not light, it's not heavy, it's just sort of right there in the middle, right around what you would expect to get from a 7% ale. And the taste definitely follows the smell, follows the aroma quite well. Getting a lot of tropical, fruity, hoppy notes. It is a little more bitter than I was expecting it to be. Sometimes these beers can be very, very aromatic, very flavorful, but not very bitter, depending on how they did the hopping. But this one has a nice bitterness to it. Definitely, if you're looking for something that's got some bitterness as well as some nice aroma and flavoring hops, then this is pretty well done for that. Also getting a nice sort of peppery, sharp kind of note on the flavor as well. It tastes like maybe it's coming from the yeast character, giving it sort of a peppery, spicy kind of note, which is nice, which I'm enjoying. It's going really well with the bitterness that this beer has. If you're maybe looking for something that can complement some spicier kind of foods, I definitely would recommend this one. It definitely would complement some spicier, really flavorful kind of foods. But it also gives you that nice sweet tropical flavor, those sweet tropical flavors as well. Really enjoyable, refreshing, nice to drink, and flavorful, and enjoying it. Okay guys, so for some final thoughts and to wrap up this review of the Sculpin IPA from Ballast Point. As I said, a very flavorful, very hoppy IPA. Definitely has the bitterness to back up the hoppiness, but there's also a nice sweet tropical fruitiness there. Nice medium body, gives it a nice mouthfeel to it. Good level of carbonation here, just really enjoyable all around. This would be great with sort of heavier, spicier kinds of foods. Great with a meal, or great just to drink by itself, since it's so enjoyable, since it's so flavorful by itself. It's a really, really good IPA. I'm really liking this one a lot. So with that being said, I'm going to give the Sculpin IPA, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really, really like this IPA. It's hitting on all the marks that I want to see. Has really good taste, really good flavor, really nice aroma. Nice to drink, really flavorful, tells a lot of story. There's a lot going on. It does have a nice maltiness to it. I haven't talked too much about the malts because the maltiness is there, but it's just a sort of a background aspect of the beer. But it's there and it's right, and it's not just hops and water. There is a nice biscuity yeah, kind of a flowery, biscuity kind of maltiness to it, which I really like. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for the Sculpin IPA. If you've had this beer, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And thank you. I appreciate comments always, or questions you may have about anything I talk about on the show here. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Craft Beer Geek. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of my reviews, they can all be found at craftbeergeek.com, and they're all sorted there by style as well as by brewery. Also some other articles here and there I post there from time to time about craft beer. If you'd like to support what I'm doing here, I'd really appreciate if you would use the Amazon.com shopping links before you go to Amazon.com. I'll get a small commission from anything you buy, but it doesn't cost you any extra. Those links can be found in the show notes below on YouTube or on the right-hand side of the page on craftbeergeek.com. Link will take you right over to Amazon's front page and just be like a normal shopping experience for you, except I'll get a small commission from anything you buy. So that really helps me out, helps me buy new gear when I need it, and I thank you for that in advance. Thanks again for watching. I'm Wes, the Craft Beer Geek. Please drink responsibly, and remember, I don't drink bad beer. You shouldn't either. See you next time. Cheers.